Hola, 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 hola. Hola, hola, hola. Testing, testing. Probando. Uno, dos. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, hola, hola. Perfecto. Buenos días, mis estimados aprendices. ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén todo bien. Disculpen la pequeña demora. La computadora le dio por actualizarse. Ustedes saben que a veces cuando eso pasa, ni modo, hay que esperar un 16. Primero, antes de todo, antes de iniciar la clase, solo déjenme aclararles una cosa, ya que una persona me hizo una consulta buena mañana y bien por esta persona, ¿verdad? Y es que de momento los archivos que aparecen en EduBox eh, son archivos viejos, es decir, el sistema conserva memoria de las tareas y actividades que realizó octavo grado el año pasado. De manera actual, pues que todo lo que aparezca en la plataforma de momento, descártelo hasta que yo les avise. Si lo permite esta tarde, yo les estoy avisando de las actividades que se van a hacer, ¿verdad? O sea que de momento descarten lo que está en la plataforma de EduBox, aclarando, ¿no? Bueno, dicho sea de paso, entonces vamos a hacer un pequeño repaso acerca de la simplificar y resolver ecuaciones con racionales, es decir, ecuaciones con fracciones. All right, we're going to prefer a general review according for the rational expressions and equations. Okay, so in the first part of the problem, we have three fractions. We're supposed to simplify the rational expressions. As soon as you can see, we have three problems, but the three problems combine the four arithmetic basis operations. I mean, addition, subtraction. In the first problem, in the second one, we have a division. In the last problem, we have a product, okay, by one hand. By the other hand, in the example number two, we have the following, we have to solve in the following rational equations, okay? And let's see how we're going to perform every one of them, okay? When we have the first homework, they're going to have some kind of similar model than this review, okay? We're going to have three parts. The first part, simplifying. Second part, solving rational equations. And the third part, you have some time. We're going to continue solving word problems, okay? So at the beginning of the problem, in the part number one, we have to simplify the rational expressions. We're going to try to solving the first one in the letter A. As soon as you can see, we have three fractions. So before to adding or subtracting fractions, make sure if we can factorize that denominator. For at least the first one, there's nothing we can do because we have a linear denominator. The second one, there's nothing we can do. However, in the third one, x squared minus 4, we can factorize it because this is what we call the famous difference square. Remember the special formula from factoring. We have three special formulas for factoring. The first one, a squared minus b squared will be a plus b and a minus b. Second one, a cubed plus b cubed will be a plus b, a squared plus a minus ab plus b squared. And the last one, a cubed minus b cubed will be the same, but changing the position or their signs. Okay, this is the three special formulas from factoring. This belongs to the first one. At least we have to take the square root of the number 4, that will be 2, and 2 at the second power. We're going to have the same behavior in this fraction. So what we're going to do in this case, we're going to create the least common factor. And this common factor, as soon as you can see, when we have this denominator given by x squared minus 4, this denominator can be factorized using the special formulas for factoring. I mean, we can use x elevated to the second power minus 2 elevated to the second power, and this expression will be given by x plus 2 and x minus 2. This is the factorization for this denominator. And because we have repeat denominators, the only thing that we have to do is copy once that factorization. I mean only x plus 2 and x minus 2 over here. X plus 2 and x minus 2. Because it's repeat, there's no make sense. We copy twice x minus 2 and copy twice x plus 2. So if the factors will repeat a different frequency, for example, this x minus 2 repeat 3 times, okay, we must copy that denominator who repeats at the most frequency. So what will be the next step? Simple. The next step, we're going to divide these two terms for every one of them, and the result multiplied by the denominator. For example, x plus 2, x minus 2, divided by x minus 2 cancel. And the survivals will be x minus 1 times x plus 2 by one hand. Next one, negative. In the second expression, these two terms divided by with x plus 2 will be canceled, and the survival will be x plus 1 with x minus 2. All right, this is going to be in the second one. And the last one, you know, the product between x plus 2, x minus 2 is x squared minus 4. Divided by x squared minus 4 will be canceled. So the only survival will be positive x minus 6. And we are adding the fractions with different denominator. Okay, because we are simplifying these fractions, I'm going to copy these two fractions a little bit in the center. X plus 2, x minus 2. Please avoid the temptation to try to cancel this x plus 2 with this x plus 2 and x minus 2 with x minus 2. We cannot do that because we have additions and subtractions. The only thing that we have to do in this expression is multiply. So develop the operations in the numerator, apply like terms that we have, and at the end, let's see if we can factorize or not. If we cannot factorize it, the problem will be enough. So for example, in the first two terms, the product between x minus 1 with x plus 2, what will be the product? Well, this product will be given by, you know how to multiply these two terms, but that reason will be x squared 2x minus x will be positive x and negative 2. This is going to be the answer to multiply these two terms. Again, x squared plus 2x minus x will be positive x, and negative 1 times 2 will be negative 2. Subtracting, open parentheses, applying the same situation. X squared minus 2x plus x will be negative x, and 1 times negative 2 will be negative 2. And we're going to copy x plus 6. This entire expression divided by x plus 2, x minus 2. What will be the next step? This negative sign affects the parentheses. So we got x squared plus x minus 2, negative x squared, positive x, positive 2.
Mister,
Uh-huh.
I get lost in the distributive property.
Mm-hmm. Multiply
Is that I
exponent.
don't understand why there are only three numbers if they should be four.
Oh, because 3 numbers? Well, for example, Once again, every time they're going to have a division of fractions, then this common denominator, remember, the least common denominator, that's supposed to divide from every denominator, and that results multiplied by the numerator. Once again, these two terms divided by what this
Yeah, I
one,
understand that.
in which part you are losing? Those results.
Yes.
Well, when you apply, for example, x
Yes,
minus
but the
1,
first one is
x minus 1,
you
x
do.
plus 2, x times x squared, x plus 2x, sorry, x plus 2 is 2x, minus x, negative 2, right?
But
Simplify,
you
let's,
didn't. Uh,
yep, this is
oh,
the
okay, you
end.
simplify it once. Okay.
Yes, let's simplify it at once. Because on this part, I know everybody can multiply now using the distributive property. That's why I'm skipping one minuscularity process. And finally, we got x minus 6. Sorry, x plus 6. So divided by x plus 2, x minus 2. Let's see if we got like this. Okay, for example, this x squared can be canceled with this one. Also, this negative 2 can be canceled with this positive 2. And we got x plus x plus x, sorry, will be equal to 3x plus 6. Again, x plus x plus x will be 3x plus 6 divided by x plus 2, x minus 2. And as soon as you can see,
And measure.
uh-huh,
And why we pass -6 to negative to +6? Like
and
if the negative
oh, thank
can.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for letting me know. My mistake, my mistake. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, better. X plus x plus x, 3x minus 6. Now, as soon as you can see, we have a common factor, or the greatest common factor between 3 and 6. That will be the number 3, right? And we got 3x divided by 3 will be 1x. Negative 6 divided by 3 will be 2. Over, in this case, x plus 2, x minus 2. And because there is no addition or subtraction, we have only product and division. This time can be perfectly cancel x minus 2 with x minus 2. And the answer will be given by 3 over x plus 2. And this is going to be the solution set for the first problem. All right. This is what we call the least common factor. Remember, the process we're using to adding or subtracting fractions with different denominators. In the second one, the process will be a little bit shorter. Why? Because we have a division. Remember what did I explain here yesterday? If you wish, you can apply the cross multiplication or apply the reciprocal, transform this division in product and multiply string with extreme and the middle with the middle. If you wish, you can factorize first and after that establish the product or establish the product at the beginning and after that factorizing. It doesn't matter what technique you're going to use. At the end, the result will be the same. I'm going to get it together and after that simplify if I can. So in the second one, cross multiplication, r squared minus 9 multiplied by r squared plus 3r plus 9 over, sorry, the opposite. We got r squared plus 6r plus 9 multiplied by r cubed minus 27. Okay, left to numerator by denominator from left to right over here, and the opposite. numerator by numerator, right to left in that denominator. So as soon as you can see, because we're getting together this operation, we got two special formulas. In the first one, difference square. Of downward will be difference cube. The only thing that we have to do is trying to factorize and uses those terms. For example, in, the number 9, another way of saying is 3 at the second power. So applying the special formula from factor located over there, we got r plus 3, r minus 3. If you ask me about this trinomial, in this trinomial, there's no way we can factorize it because there's no way you can obtain two numbers who their product gave us 9 and the addition gave us 3. There's not possibility we can factorize in this trinomial. So for that reason, we're going to copy only r squared plus 3r plus 9. In this entire equation, in this one, there is a possibility because we can split the letter r twice and copy the first sign, and another one is the product between them. Positive times positive is positive. And two numbers when their product gave us 9 and the addition gave us 6, well, this is a possibility. 3 and 3, because 3 times 3 is 9, and sorry, and 3 plus 3 will be 6. And finally, r cubed minus 27, or another way of saying is r cubed minus 3 cubed, because 3 times 3 times 3 will be 27. Let's going to apply this formula. I mean, a minus b, all right, a will be r, b will be 3. So we got r minus 3. And let's going to apply. Remember, r will be 8 and 3 will be b. Okay, a squared, I mean r squared, plus ab, I mean r times 3 will be 3r, plus the last one, the number 3 elevated to the second power will be 9. So we are factorizing all of the steps that we can do that. So let's this time to cancel. R minus 3 can be canceled with r minus 3. This trinomial can be canceled with this one. And also r plus t can be canceled with r plus 3. The survival will be the denominator r plus 3. And the numerator, we're going to got imaginary number 1. So the answer will be 1 over r plus 3. This is going to be the solution set in the second problem. Okay? Questions into this one? No? Okay, let's continue with the third one. In the third one, we have the product. In the product, once again, if you wish, you can multiply or establish the product since the beginning, numerator by numerator, denominator, or if you wish, you can factorize first and after that establish the product. At the end, the result will be the same. For example, numerator, denominator. I mean, parentheses, 6x cubed minus x squared minus x multiplied by x squared minus 1 over 2x squared plus x plus 1 multiplied by x cubed minus 2x squared plus x. Okay, we are getting the entire operation in one singular fraction. Now it is time to factorizing. For example, as soon as you can see, we have in the first one x cubed, x squared, and x. We can take the common factor. That common factor will be given by the letter x. And the three terms divided by this common factor, we got 6x squared minus x minus 1. This is for one hand. By the other hand, x squared minus 1 is difference square. that will be given by x plus 1, x minus 1 over trinomial with this denominator. Okay, remember, two numbers with their product gave us 2x, copy the first sign positive, another one x, positive times positive is positive, and two numbers who their product gave us 1 will be 1 and 1. But as soon as you can see, we are trying to factorize this expression, but there's no way we can have this answer because 2x times 1 will be 2x, and 1 times x, that's supposed to be 3x, and this is only the letter x. For that reason, and there's no another combination, for that reason, this expression cannot be factorized. So in this one, I'm going to copy only 2x squared plus x plus 1. And by the other hand, we can factorize it again, like a common factor will be the letter x. And we got the trinomial x squared minus 2x plus 1. Okay. Meanwhile, what terms can be canceled? Can be canceled this letter x with this letter x. And let's see if we can factorize this new trinomial. All right. Two numbers with the product gave us 6. Could be 3x negative, and also could be 2x negative times negative positive. And two numbers with their product gave us 1 will be 1 and 1. And let's see, 3x times 1, 3x. Negative 1 times 2x, negative 2x. And 3x minus 2x will be positive x. And the result is supposed to be negative. For that reason, the only thing that I had to do change the signs. 3x plus 1, parentheses 2x minus 1, parentheses x plus 1, x minus 1, over, there's not possibility we can factorize in this trinomial, 2x squared plus x plus 1. And this one, it can be factorizing by x minus, and 1, 1. Remember, a product where the copy the first sign, the second one, the product between them, negative times positive is negative. And we surpass the product with two numbers when the product gave us positive 1, and the addition gave us negative 2. So what will be the next step? Let's see if we can factorize something else. And yep, we can reduce this x minus 1 with this x minus 1, and the result will be given by 3x plus 1, parentheses, 2x minus 1, x plus 1, over this trinomial, because there's no possibility we can factorize in this one, and x minus 1. And this is going to be the solution set for the third part. I mean, the letter C in the first part. Okay. Questions? No? ¿No hay preguntas? Okay. In the equations, my dear students, we have 3x over x squared minus 4 plus 1 over x minus 2 equals x plus 2. Remember, the factorization of this expression, x minus 4, I'll do it over here because I'm out of space in this whiteboard. Remember, we applied the difference square. The result of the factorization will be given by x plus 2 and x minus 2. If you really want to solve this rational equations in a quickly mode, the only thing that we have to do in this situation is multiply the numerator and denominator by the same denominator located over here. I mean, because it's repeat the fraction, x plus 2, x minus 2. So what is going to happen? Simple. That happens. What happens? Simple. In the first term, these two terms with this denominator will be canceled. So the new expression will be given by 3x equals these two terms with this one, x minus 2 cancel. The Arniso Bible will be x plus 2 multiplied by 1 will be plus x plus 2. Again, these two terms with this one, x minus 2 cancel with this one, and the survival is x plus 2 multiplied by 1, x plus 2. And this expression that's supposed to be equal to these two terms canceled, x plus 2 with x plus 2, and the survival will be twice x minus 2.
Mister,
Mhm.
x plus 2 is from the second fraction, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
These two terms with this one cancel, the survival x minus 2, and we got this number 2 located over here. So instead to have this complex fraction, we transform this rational equation to linear equation. 3x plus x, we had 4x plus 2. That will be equal to 2x minus 4. So 4x minus 2x will be 2x and negative 4, negative 2, negative 6. For that reason, x will be given by negative 3. And this is the solution set for these rational equations because remember, when we have this answer, we have to check that answer doesn't provide 0 in the denominator. For example, the only way that we got 0 in the denominators in the original equation, if and only if we are substituting x by positive 2 or negative 2. But because this is not the case, okay, so we can say that solution set for that equation will be given by x equals negative 3. Okay, so this is by one hand. In the letter B, actually is 2p squared. This is going to be 2p squared. Okay, same happened over here. We got 2p squared minus 9p minus 5. Okay, I'm going to copy that fraction over here and simplify the denominator. Okay, 22 over, simplifying that trinomial, we got 2p negative and p, negative times negative will be positive. A couple of numbers with their product gave us 5. Well, will be 1 and 5. And at the moment, we're going to prove if we did where the 1, the cross multiplication string with the string that we remove in the middle, the answer that's supposed to be negative 9p. 2p times 5 is 10p. Negative 1 times p is negative p. 10 minus 1 is positive 9. That's supposed to be negative. So the only thing that I have to do is change the sign. This is positive. This is negative. We can copy like a negative 3 over 2p plus 1 equals 2 over p minus 5. Okay. So what are you going to do? If you wish, we can repeat the same step that we made in the last problem. I mean, multiplying both sides by the same least common denominator. So I mean 2p plus 1 by p minus 5, sorry. So what is going to happen? Simple. These two terms, with these two ones cancel, the only survival will be 22. Negative 3, and same happen over here. These two terms, with this one, the survival will be p minus 5. Equals, same happen over here. These two terms, with this one, survival 2p plus 1. So 2 parentheses, 2p plus 1. And continue. 22 minus 3p minus or positive 15. That will be equal to 4p plus 2. Okay, so 22 plus 15 will be 37 minus 3p equals 4p plus 2. So 35, because 37 minus 2 will be 35 equals 7p. Why 7p? Because 4p plus 3p will be 7, and 35 divided by 7 will be 5. Okay, if you see this answer, we have 5 equals p, right? Because 35 divided by 7 will be 5. But you have apparently we have a one singular answer. But remember, my dear students, and this is a perfect sample, what always I'm trying to tell you, we have to compare this answer with, if we don't have a number replacing the denominator in the denominator transport 0. Remember that forbidden value that suppose has a name, and that will be the asymptote. And as soon as you can see what happens when this fraction and when that one, when I'm substitute this p by 5, 5 minus 5 will be equal to 0, right? So we can divide 0 by any number, but we cannot divide a number by any number by 0. So in conclusion, because we got 0, the denominator, what will be the answer from the letter B in this equation? What is the conclusion? What will be the answer? Is that right? Phi equals P, or there's another answer? Well, in this exam, if you give me the answer, phi equals P, the answer was 1. Because, otra vez hice la de Lora Exploradora, because this number 5 transforms 0 denominator. For that reason, the answer will be no solution. Because 5 is a vertical asymptote. That's why we don't have there's no possibility solution set in this problem. Okay? Questions? No? Okay. Well, that was the general review, my dear students, how to simplify rational expressions and how to solving rational equations. Thank you so much for the attendance. And this afternoon, I'm going to let you know when the first homework is ready. Okay? Thanks for your cooperation. Have a great and wonderful day. Take care of
Bye,
yourself.
mister. Have a nice day.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
mister.
Hi, Mr.
Bye bye. So long. Take care of yourself.